The internet sucks at giving criticism. That's the general idea of what I want to talk about today, so I thought I would throw that out there first. I've just been doing a lot of thinking lately about my own channel and, ways that I can improve, things like that. And it just made me think about how it's so hard to get actual criticism on the internet, especially on YouTube. I'm not going to comment on other sites because I don't really use a lot of other sites very often. But when it comes to YouTube, there's basically two kinds of people. There's the type of people who will just leave you really nice comments all the time, and they're satisfied no matter what you do. And there's the other type of people who are basically only there to be mean to you, to be nasty, to basically write things that people are going to get angry about. So it usually ends up in one of two things. You have a nice comment that gets a bunch of likes, it gets a lot of attention, it ends up in the top comments, whatever. People are saying they agree. It could be something like, Matt, I watch your videos every day, and I think you're great. Keep on making great videos. Hope you hit 10 million subs, let's say. Okay, so it gets a lot of likes, people comment on it, people talk about it, it's a popular comment. And the other type of comment you get is something like, Matt, you're the worst YouTuber I've ever seen, and, yada, 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 something really mean. And that gets a lot of, not usually a lot of likes. It won't usually get a lot of likes, but it gets a lot of attention, because obviously people are usually taken aback when they see someone saying mean things about someone that they like, a YouTuber that they enjoy. So you basically end up with one of two things, and you don't end up with any real criticism. People are so bad at giving real criticism. So what I want is I want real criticism. I want to be able to, to take a step back from myself, because it's so hard when you're a YouTuber or you're doing anything professionally or even not professionally, if you're doing anything that involves any type of creative talent or lack thereof, it's hard to take a step back and just think about yourself and to think about where you could be going, going in a different direction, things like that. So, I thought today I would talk about things that I think about myself, criticisms about myself. I made a video about this recently. I think it was called Self-Improvement, where I said I wanted to improve and kind of just be a little bit less self-conscious, things like that. So I'm going to touch on a few of those things again, and I'm going to add some new things. I came up with a list of 5 criticisms for myself. Okay, and I encourage you guys to criticize me. I do. So I just thought I would give some criticism to myself, and then you guys, if you have anything that you think that I could improve on, you can give criticism as well. And I don't want people to hate on you for it. I don't want people to attack any sort of, opposing opinion in the comment section just because it doesn't go along with the mainstream hive mind type of thing. So I'm just going to start on my 5 criticisms, and then, like I said, if you guys want to comment your own criticisms towards me, feel free to do so. I get things now and then like, Matt, I like a certain series, I wish you had finished doing it, or Matt, I don't like this type of video, this is not your style, something like that. Just criticism about the type of videos that I'm making, something like that. So before I ramble any further, let's get on to the criticisms. I am extremely lazy. I try not to be, but I am. It's kind of a hard habit to break out of. Being a YouTuber means that you have so much not free time. Absolutely not. I do not have free time. Being a YouTuber means you have so much, room to do what you want. So much freedom is what I mean to say. So much creative freedom. You can do whatever you want when you're a YouTuber. I could sit down every day and I could make, I don't know, as many videos as I could possibly do, and they could be crappy, but I could put them out. Or I could make one video a day or one video a week and put a whole bunch of effort into it, that kind of thing. And I do a lot of work on YouTube. I spend hours and hours a day doing videos, but it's not because I'm trying to push myself to do well, but I have a certain amount of work that I think I should do and a certain amount of videos that I think I should put out, and I like being consistent, and I like not letting people down by not putting out as many videos as people want to see. People are used to me doing 2 videos a day. I thought 2 videos would be a great number of videos to do, kind of thing, where it takes up most of my day, so it feels like a real job in some ways. But obviously, I don't want it to feel like a real job in other ways. I don't want it to be something that I'm, hating. And not everybody hates their job, but a lot of people complain about their job 24/7. And I don't want to complain about my job and say, oh, I gotta go do this and that. But I do complain about my job because of the fact that I'm lazy and I don't always want to do work. So that is my first criticism. I am a super lazy person, and it shows in my videos. I don't do a lot of long videos. I see a lot of YouTubers doing like long Let's Plays and things like that. And I look at that and I say, that is a lot of time. That is a big time sink. There's a lot of effort. I'm going to have to edit the hell out of that. yada, yada, yada. So I also want to kind of talk about, I should have mentioned this before, but I kind of want to talk about things that, ways that I can improve on my criticisms, obviously. It's no point of criticizing something if you're not going to try and help improve it, I think. Of course, you know, you're free to criticize what you want, but the kind of criticism I'm looking for is the kind of criticism where I can take it to heart and say, you know what? I can do better. So I do want to do longer videos. I did an hour-and-a-half video on Potato Thriller. I know it wasn't a great game, but people seem to enjoy it. I got a lot of comments saying that they really enjoyed it and things like that, which is cool. I know not everyone likes long videos. I know not everyone likes short videos. You can never please everybody. Tons of comments that I get are, Matt, can you make longer videos on this game or that game? Or I don't usually get comments saying, can you make shorter videos, but I definitely get comments saying I should make longer videos, and I'm trying. One video that I really want to make is Brothers: A Tale of Two Sons. I saw that PewDiePie put a video up on it a long time ago. I played the game myself, but honestly, I'd love to go back and just record it for YouTube, just so you guys can share the experience. It is such a good game. I really do not regret playing it, and I'd love to play it again. So that is something that's been on my list for a while, and I do definitely want to get around to it. It's just that things always pile up, and I don't always do that. I am unoriginal and I am boring. Now this is a little bit of an exaggeration, I suppose you could say. Not everyone is going to think that I am boring or unoriginal, and I do get lots of comments. And I don't want to downplay good comments. Good comments are great. I appreciate every single one, but they don't always reveal the things that need to be improved. And honestly, like I said about not wanting to record long videos and things like that, I also don't always want to sit down and try and plan out interesting ideas for videos, and I kind of just coast along, just doing kind of what everyone else is doing. Just, you know, playing a game here and there, nothing special, nothing crazy. Now, once again, I'm going to mention the unicycle video. I work really hard on that, and every now and then I do something where I work really hard on it, and I really enjoy the outcome, and I put a ton of effort into it, and I can't wait to show you guys. But that's not usually the case. Usually it's, okay, a video went up, no big deal. You know, a video goes up every day, and it's something that I want to do. I want to make more videos where I can say, I made this video, I'm happy with the way it turned out, I can't wait for people to see it. So I'm trying to be a little bit less boring and unoriginal, trying to branch out a little bit more and do things a little differently, and I'm just trying to break away from this mindset of, gotta do 2 videos a day, gotta do gaming, gotta do whatever. I want to do what I want to do. So just a heads up, I'm gonna try and do some less unoriginal things. I don't always finish the series that I start, and I don't think that's a good thing. I don't like leaving people hanging. A lot of my videos are, a lot of my series are open-ended, like, say, Amazing Frog or Geometry Dash, where I can pick it up anytime and play it. It's not a story. There is nothing to finish, per se, and that's totally fine with me. But then you get other games like, say, Hitman Absolution, where there is a definitive end to the game, and I haven't gotten there yet. And there is a reason for that, of course. The new Hitman game came out, and I didn't get around to going back to finish it. It's something that I want to do. And it kind of ties into me being lazy because I haven't done it yet. It's one of those games that takes a long time to record, and I focus on views way too much. I do some series, and the ones that do really well, I usually do end up finishing because I can see that people really enjoy them. But there are some series that don't get a lot of views, but they get a lot of comments. They get a lot of likes. They get a lot of people saying, I love this series, and those are the kind of things that I want to keep doing. Those are the kind of series that I want to continue and finish, because I can see that the fans enjoy it. I can see that people are really enjoying it. Just because I'm not getting a whole lot of views on something doesn't mean it's not worthwhile to do, and I understand that. I really do. It's just that YouTube is a living for me. I make a living on YouTube, and it's something that I want to last a long time. So I need to find a balance between videos that are going to get views that a lot of people are going to enjoy, because I feel like I need to stress that it's something that a lot of people are going to enjoy, because it's not just about the views. It's not about like how much money I'm going to make off a video. Because if I wanted to make a lot of money on videos, I would always make long videos, because those do better. You can throw a bunch of ads in there and make money. But I want to make videos that a lot of people are going to enjoy. So I need to find a balance between videos that a lot of people are going to enjoy and videos that a small number of people are going to enjoy, but they're going to enjoy a lot. That kind of thing. So that's how I plan on improving on that. I will finish Hitman Absolution eventually. I procrastinate all the freaking time. I procrastinate about procrastinating. That's how bad I am. Like, for example, doing this video, I sat down for a while and I knew what I wanted to say. I knew I just wanted to sit down and talk about criticism, yet I had trouble doing it. Yeah, it took me such a long time to sit down and do it. And, there's a lot of reasons for that. One of them is an issue with confidence, but I'm going to talk about that. That's another criticism all by itself. But, I don't do things when I should do things. I let things pile up. It's something that I've always done, and I'm not going to call myself a procrastinator anymore because I am a recovering procrastinator. I'm a person who used to procrastinate, and now I will not procrastinate anymore. I'm reading a book on it, okay? That's how I'm trying to improve on my procrastination. I'm reading a book. I think it's called like the 7 Steps something procrastination. It's basically a way to stop procrastinating. So I'm reading that book. It took me a while. I procrastinated about reading the book. Procrastinating is starting to sound like it's not a word anymore, isn't it? I procrastinated about reading that book in a way, and I finally started it, and it's interesting so far, and it's kind of motivating. One thing that I'm doing to procrastinate a little bit less and be a little bit less lazy is I've got a to-do list. And I'm trying to put things on that list every day. I crossed a bunch of things off my list today as I did them. I mean, it's usually things that I'm going to do anyway, but having a list and being able to look at the list and see what I have and haven't done is a great way to kind of keep the flow going. So in terms of procrastination, the only thing you can really do is just stop doing it. So I'm trying to just stop procrastinating, jump into things and just do them. Don't waste time. One thing that I'm trying to do is I'm trying to just spend less time on my phone, spend less time on Twitter. Spend less time on Reddit. Like, these sites suck so much time out of me because I sit down and I just browse. And I browse the same things over and over again. And I refresh and there's nothing there. And it just wastes so much time. So I haven't spent much time on my phone today, okay? I've been working on videos for most of today, which is good. It might surprise you a little bit to hear this, or it might not. I'm not really sure. But I don't have a lot of confidence, at least when it comes to making videos and things. It's not that I'm scared that people aren't going to like a video, but I would rather if people like the video, and I do get a little bit worried when I go to make videos, especially when they're different. For example, before I sat down to make this video, as I said, it took me a long time to actually do it, and one of the reasons was because I just felt like I couldn't make a good video. I felt like I didn't have the confidence to make a good video. So eventually I just sat down and I forced myself to do it. And even now, one of the thoughts that goes through my mind as I make this video is, am I even going to put up this video? Is this video even going to be worth putting up? Or are people not going to enjoy it? Am I rambling too much? Am I saying too much bullshit that I don't need to say? Are people just going to click out of this video because they realize that it's actually quite boring? I don't really know. I want to do things, but then I'm afraid that the outcome is not going to be something that I'm okay with. And something I need to tell myself for sure is that if you don't like the outcome in something, you don't need to put it on the internet. If you don't like the outcome, just do it over again, So, I'm working on that. I don't know if I have anything else I want to say about confidence. Just basically, I need a little bit more confidence when it comes to making videos and things. And I think a good way to do that actually is to just look at what my friends are making. I have a lot of really talented friends, and it's great to see them making videos. It makes me a little bit more motivated to make videos. It makes me a little bit less lazy, a little bit less procrastinating, if that's a word, which it isn't. So yeah, I think a good way of just, staying grounded and keeping my head in the game and doing things is to just see what other people are doing. Not in a way where I can, copy them, but in a way where I can say, these are people that I watch, that I enjoy, and I can see that they're making good videos, and that motivates me to make good videos as well. I feel like this video may have been a little bit of a waste of time, but those are 5 criticisms about myself. If you have any criticisms about me, you can leave them down below in the comments. And if you see any actual criticism, constructive criticism, please do not hate on people for it. Okay, I understand that I can't please everyone, but at the same time, I need to keep an open mind. I need to keep an open mind to what people want to see, what people want to hear, what people want to do. Want me to do. I guess I need to keep an open mind and just listen to what people want to say, so that I don't end up in my own little bubble where I think things are good, or I think I'm doing a good job, when really I could be doing a lot better of a job. And I know I could be doing a lot better of a job. One more thing that I'm going to mention, just because I don't know, it's news, I suppose. I'm getting a standing desk. I thought this desk could do like standing. I thought it could lift up more than it can't. More than it can, but it can't. So I just ordered a new desk from IKEA that can be a standing desk or a sitting desk, and I plan on standing up more. I feel like that'll help me, it'll help me be less lazy. Sitting down, I'm almost sure it has a different effect psychologically than when you're standing up. I don't like standing up for long periods of time though, because one time I stood up for a long period of time. It was really hot and I had to stay in one place because I was in church and I fell down and I got a scar. I don't know if you can really see it. It's mostly gone away, but it was right there, and it was pretty big for a while. That happened. Great little story, honestly. I have a few great little stories, probably. I told you about the time I cut off my finger, so you don't need to hear that one again. If you want to hear it, maybe I'll post a link down below or something. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, don't forget to leave a like, and I will see you next time. Goodbye.